y'all, what's going on? It's me, Mama King. I am the Divine Oracle. I'm so glad you could join me today, y'all. I've been away, been on a little vacation. Child, I needed that. It's been 7 years. I went on a little cruise here with the family. There was a destination wedding, and it was gorgeous. The wedding was beautiful. After that, I was ready to come home, but we couldn't get off the ship for another 2 days, 2 or 3 days. Child, I'll put up some video later, kind of summing up the whole adventure. Um, yeah, and just kind of hopefully you'll be able to reminisce on some times you may have spent away or vacation or, just some time to yourself. So you're able to release things that need to leave your life, whether it be people, situations, circumstances, and the energy. Okay. This is a time of renewal, even though we are going into the fall season. Well, we are in the fall season right now. The daylight savings time is happening here soon in another month or so. And we're still in this lock in where we're, discovering our shadows and the hidden things about our lives that need to be, you know, scrutinized and evaluated to see if we're wanting to stay in the same energy and circumstances or if we're wanting things to be renewed. The title so far that I've picked here, hopefully it'll be the same, that things aren't falling apart, they are falling into place. Now, I do have this energy of a jury trial. This could actually be happening in real life. I do have a Five of Wands energy here, but this could also represent something metaphorically or symbolism here with this jury trial. There could be a group of people, maybe 6 to 12 people, who have gathered together to evaluate you and your who you are. There could be some that have some jealous energy because you're glowing up here, or you've reached some pinnacle of success, or whether it's something outwardly or not. I mean, I feel like this is an inward thing. We do have the high priestess in the upright and the moon in reverse, which is releasing some sort of fear or mystery. So you've either been scrutinized, picked over, judged, given some sort of evidence presented in some sort of way that may have changed some minds of people, or maybe they have, whether it's good or bad, or whether it's negative or positive in your favor. All right. There could be people who could be jealous of whatever you're going through spiritually here. I'm getting more spiritual energy. I don't have any earth energy right now, so this would be something metaphorical. It's happening in the spiritual realm. It could be showing up in just the way you are, just some sort of renewed energy that you could have, okay? I got a lot of fire. I have fire and water here, definitely. So you're getting like the Sagittarius energy of balancing some sort of I want to say metabolization, but that's not the word. Moderation. That's right. Okay, I'm just making up stuff here, which is okay. So the Three of Wands I have in the upright, but the Queen of Cups is in reverse. This could be you. This could be some feelings of jealousy, or you could be releasing something. There may have been an expectation of some sort of connection to fear. This could also be you in the past. In the past, you could just be in this energy of judging your own life. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be people outside of you, but we don't live under a rock. We are involved with other people, so it could be on both, okay? But I do feel like there could be some balancing of emotions and completion and celebrations and things like that, okay? So maybe you've gotten a new house, a new offer, you've gotten some good news about a situation, a celebration. Um, Someone may be upset about it or a little jealous about it, but that's not necessarily bad, just as long as those around you and you yourself could use any sort of information or um, vibration that you're getting, use it in a positive way. Okay. The fire we have in the upright, the high priestess is in the upright, the moon is in reverse, which is good in this situation because there's been some sort of mystery that's solved or is being solved, or there could be a lack of fear. which is good. We don't need fear. Fear only keeps us even more stuck in a holding situation. Someone may want to hold you back because of maybe they haven't done the work, or they could be too focused on you or your situations, or something else could be distracting them for their own inner work. It could be someone who's very highly intuitive and connected. This could be a family member, someone close to you, a child, a parent, a friend, some relative, okay? There's a need to receive, but you have to release something here, something you need to let go of. And you also have to think about what it is that you want to receive. Hopefully, it's some positive energy and celebration. It could actually be a house or a home or something that offers shelter or inspiration for you, okay? So, if you hold on to something that you need to let go of, and only you know what that is, you're going to keep on feeling stuck or being stuck. This could be you, this Queen of Cups in reverse, who may be feeling stuck about something, or even in some sort of emotional judgment, whether it's a judgment against yourself or someone else. So it may seem like everything is falling away or falling apart, but from what I'm picking up on this energy here, it's happening so that something new, a new energy, a new situation, a new timeline can take hold of your life and be something that wants to stay grounded and rooted here. I'm getting good vibes, good energy, even if there's some sort of competition. Sometimes that can just set the stage, or it could get you prepared, or what you need to overcome it, to give you a clear picture of what it is you need to overcome if you're not quite sure what it is. Okay. So, like I said, holding on to old things does keep the new things from taking root in your life. And then when we resist this natural flow of life, which is, things die, they get old, they got to go back in the ground, you got to pull the weeds, you got to let things happen, and just do what you can and let the rest happen. When you resist this, you're resisting that natural flow of life, that cycle of life, that everything that dies regenerates and comes back, okay? But better. So we are talking about a spring cleaning for your soul. That's very important. You could be physically doing cleaning and cleaning things out, and, doing the lock in, the great lock in of 2025. Or hopefully you are. I feel like there is motion happening here. Let me get some yes and no answers here. With the Three of Cups and the Queen of Cups in reverse, we have the Three of Wands and the upright Queen of Cups in reverse, excuse me. That's a connection, or that's some sort of expectation. It could be expectation of jealousy from this group of people, or this people who may have had you on some sort of trial or scrutinizing something about you or your situation. Maybe they feel like it was a clear path, something brilliant. Um, the Three of Wands could be the expectation of letting go. Okay, you could have had some expectation of letting go of fear, or some mystery, or you could be getting some information or downloads about who may have had some sort of psychic hold on you, or emotional hold on your situation, your timelines, your energy, however it resonates, however it plays out in your life. It'll be a little different for everyone. But the energy, is still the same thing. All right. So it's a brilliant idea, or someone thought it was a clear path here, or you could be looking at a bright future ahead of you. Okay. But then we get a no with the paths are now closed. Something could be locked out, or you could be locking someone else out. Hopefully you're locking out any negativity. Okay. Do not enter. This also could be you guarding your heart and your emotions from a situation of expectation. You're getting a brilliant idea. You have a clear path for a bright future, and you're blocking out the negativity or this judgment here that's going on with these folks. Okay. So we have the moon energy in reverse and the high priestess in the upright, which is both water energy. Um, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Those signs could be significant. So the answer is no here. There's some heavy energy. Someone's being blocked, or they're trying to block you, or you could be feeling really weighed down by worry. Like I said, this could be your energy. You have to recognize that. That's why the self-evaluation and self-judgment each day is so important. So we can know that if it's our actual energy or if it's someone outside of us. And you can have very powerful beings around you who are able to throw and project their energy. So, they could land on you and they could be at your auric field, but it would be up to you to grab onto the energy if their magic is to work. Okay, so I don't know. This is a lack of fear, or you figured out who this is, or whether it's yourself, in your self judgment, judging yourself and calling on negative thoughts and thought patterns that you've had in the past, or it's someone outside of you if you believe that your energy is high and you're in this energy you're receiving. So you'll have to judge on your own here. So with the no here, the heavy energy coming from a high priestess and the moon energy in reverse. Someone has no control of their emotions, or they have no control over some sort of material or physical house, home, property, finances, or something like that. It's some sort of Taurus energy in here that someone's trying to let go of. You may feel like there's some unfinished business, or someone feels like they have unfinished business with you. They need to tie up some loose ends. You or they could be feeling very restless, or there's a restless energy here that's trying to creep in. Okay. It could be jealousy for some reason. We've got the Page of Wands and the Four of Wands in the upright, which could also be someone's inspired to start a confrontation with you, or even be in some sort of competition, whether it be secret or not. It may not be secret. You may know as a high priestess that this who this is or what this is about. Okay. They may think they're holding something back or over your head, or that you can't see something, but it looks like you do see, or or this is just a confirmation for what you already know. Okay. So with the Page of Wands and the Four of Wands, someone could be jealous of a new beginning, a celebration, a new home. Uh-huh. Mm. We have the falling away energy again, making a final effort. Also have the answer of no. Maybe something you shouldn't worry about here. Something's withering or falling away, or someone's trying to make a final effort here to make a celebration or either cause some sort of confrontation, um, or trying to spark up something here, or take an opportunity here for the clouds to lift and to receive clear skies. I have an answer of yes and yes. Some experience is becoming very valuable and worth your time. Also, there could be a profit, a physical, material profit from this. Okay. So, valuable experience, something is worth your time or was worth your time, and this could be in the future here. Something that you're doing, or something that you're glowing up, you're growing in some sort of energy that people are noticing it, and it could produce some sort of jealousy. But that could also spark some inspiration for others to get on their shit, okay? So, don't take it personally. I think it's just the way the universe works, all right? Communication, quick action, things happening quickly here. There is movement in this reading. I hope y'all missed Mama King, okay? Nothing changed with the channel, okay? So, it is what it is. You'll find me when you need me. All right, so let's look at here. We have a castle. All right. Got the castle, and we have the judge. This is also referring to this jury trial. Whether it's one person, a bunch of people, it could be you, yourself, even your past, shadows coming up, dreams coming up. All right, the judge, and we have the shapeshifter. Wow. Okay, so with this castle energy, this could represent a physical place. It could be a palace, a penthouse, or some sort of fortress, a home. We did have the Four of Wands, okay? Now, you could have seen a vision or had a vision, even a prophecy, whether this is made by you, yourself, something you know about, something you may have dreamed of. You could have dreamed of owning a home, or in a particular home or a particular place that you love. You may have visited this place, this throne of power, physically, in a dream, visually. You could have seen something with the Three of Wands that is some sort of expectation or foresight. All right. This also could represent a spell. someone could be spellbound by some sort of materialism. Maybe they feel like something looks a certain way, or they have some idea of what something may look like or what someone may be like, whether in someone's home, or someone could be presenting an image of what they think or what they feel other people would love, or trying to please others. Because the spell of materialism, I don't know, someone could be trying to throw this on you, cast this up on you. Um, Maybe you've seen through this. There is some seeing through something, through some sort of black image or dark image. Someone is seeing through this. Okay. This could be you using your powers of vision here to see yourself on your throne, or someone else may even be prophesying this, or they could have prophesied this to you in the past, and maybe you've seen it here. The spell has been broken, okay, or there will be a spell broken here of depression. Okay. If someone's throwing this spell of depression on you, you will break through this and it will backfire. So they could also be receiving or getting the after effects of this spell work, okay, of being stuck or depressed. Take it how it resonates, y'all. So either you have not done this in the past, or maybe you're breaking down these walls. Like I said, this could be all an inside job, or there could actually be forces outside of you who could be presenting these things also. But you have the spirit of discernment. I'm going to say that because the high priestess is in the upright and this moon is in reverse. So that's revealing some sort of answer. Um, yeah, there's a heavy energy that you may have seen through, or you could have been pressing this energy or feeling this energy before, because someone feels like there's some unfinished business here. This also could be some sort of shadows that could be knocking at your door, trying to get you to pay attention. So use your spirit of discernment here, tap into that, because it looks like your ancestors or some sort of energy outside of you could be advocating for you to take the right action, to offer some sort of compassion and understanding if there are others who are presenting some sort of wall or building up some sort of wall between you and them. All right. They could be very critical of you or even themselves, have a very punishing energy, or this thought of you being punished for their feeling depressed, or you could even feel like you're being punished or that you should be punished for something. Someone does have an unforgiving heart. The Queen of Cups is in reverse. That's either someone who's just closed off, or there could be jealousy or some sort of emotional imbalance here, even though they can see, or they expected, maybe someone expected you to be imbalanced in their emotions, in your emotions. Okay. So someone has built up a wall. Um, Now that could be good or bad. It just depends. It does offer some sort of protection. Um, mm, I don't feel like it's a real strong hold. I really feel like there's something happening here, and it's just a matter of making the right decisions. Because we do have also have a shapeshifter energy. Someone could be pretending that things are fine, or they may have, maybe they think they have found some sort of a golden opportunity here to clear the way, clear the skies, clear the situation between you guys. They could be making a final effort to do that, or they're even losing, they could be losing that energy to make an effort to heal the situation. So you'll have to take your situation, as it relates to what I'm getting here. Okay. And we'll look into the shapeshifter energy. I'm picking up on 15, which is um, the devil card in the tarot, and that is it could be temptation, and it could be some sort of control. It could also relate to finances. Okay, which I'm looking at materialism here, so that could be a part of that materialism. I think it's involving a house. I'm looking at a home or shelter, okay, or being inspired. It could be something that you already possess, or it could be something that you're visioning or seeing, or something you may have looked into if you're house hunting or looking to relocate. Okay. Someone could be trying to keep you from reaching that goal, especially if you're a visionary and you know that all you have to do is just put your mind to something that you want or want to have, and then you can achieve it. Okay. um let's see, let's look at this shapeshifter energy quickly. So with this shapeshifter, I guess you could call it devil energy. I'm also equating it with this Five of Wands I'm picking up here with this unfinished business, and or yeah, a golden opportunity here. Like somebody is pretending, either like I said before, either being pretending to be happy, or they could be pretending to even be upset about something that they're really not upset about. I'm getting a people pleasing energy, a trickster, that Five of Wands energy. That could be depending on, how discerning you are or how tapped in you are into your intuition, you could see the trick for what it is, or you can use it for your advantage. If you know, you know, okay? Or you could be someone who's caught up in a trickster's energy, making you believe something. I got a drama queen here. I'm gonna pick up a lot of feminine energy. It could be coming from a man, it could be either way. But it's a feminine energy in reverse. Um, it could be someone who's very vibrant, an actress energy, okay? Um, Very adaptive to the situations. It could be somebody who's very funny. Okay, they could be very engaging in some ways, and this could be what they use to trick people or to get people to believe what they're saying or to even profit from them. Okay, with the materialism. So you have to take that how it resonates. Um, there could be two sides of the same coin, You could appear to be like someone, like I said, it's someone close to you or someone, your relative that may even look like you, or you guys could have the same gifts and they may use theirs to trick people or to not be genuine about who they are. Um, this could be you in the past, or you could even be trying to do this or doing this energy, trickster energy to protect yourself. Your ancestors could be the trickster here who make it that are making people or a person see something or make them believe something so they could just be led into their own destruction. Okay, take it how it resonates. All right. Someone loves drama here, very theatrical. They could actually be an actor, an actress. Social media, okay. Eight of Wands, Four of Wands, that's social media energy, and with the devil, yes, definitely. Someone's very vibrant, which you really have to do to draw in the attention, but where you're planning to go with these people or how to use their energy is going to be, what's revealed. And you maybe have figured this out with this moon in reverse. You may have figured this out who this is or what the situation is or even how the game is played. Okay. So then that you will not be tricked ever again. Right. That's the way I see it. So I think that's about it. I'm going to wrap it up with the oracle and then I'm going to get y'all on out of here. Okay. So interesting enough, we picked up this playful energy, magical fairies. All right. So I don't feel like this is something that could hurt you. Like someone could be playing around in the energy. It could very well be your ancestors playing with someone else's mind or even playing with your mind, okay, and your emotions here to give you some sort of enlightenment or playful energy around a celebration or inspiration or even inspiring you to do something positive, okay? So I'm using for this final oracle the celestial frequencies and healing activators. All right, so um, let me read the oracle interpretation here. You could use a magical dose of fairy dust right now. So this could be your ancestors playing tricks with you, having fun with you. There could be also other delightful energies that are trying to raise your vibration because it feels like there's something that you're about to receive, okay? To make sure you're in the right energy. So it gets you out of that little funk. We have to encourage ourselves to lift our energy, okay, and not become subject to all the depression and the lowly things that are happening around us. All right. So you could use a magical dose of fairy dust right now to lift your spirits and to inspire you with lightheartedness and laughter. Sometimes the density of our 3D life can make us feel weighed down with responsibilities or even burdens. And we need to remember to breathe and to have some fun. That's what I thought about. It tried to get me while I was on my vacation, but I rose above it and I'm glad to be able to share it. Okay. So so, time to play in nature, swim in the creek, and commune with the trees and the flowers, and to play with the fairies and the gnomes. So, that's what that would be like. It could be you could see that in your 3D life if you have that vision, if you're that visionary, if that high priest or high priestess energy, um, or it's just something that's around you that's in the unseen world, but still very much real. Okay, we feel the energy. A high priest or high priestess would be able to distinguish it. It wouldn't be anything weird for you to see fairies and gnomes or pick up the energy of your ancestors and the spirit realm. So just take your mind off your troubles and put your attention on becoming like a child at heart. Okay. Just fly and be free. The fairies carry such love and expressiveness in their hearts, and they are just waiting to light up your pathway with sparkles. Will you put your troubles aside just for a time, just a little bit, an hour? Give yourself an hour to be happy. Open your heart to a visit from the fairies in their magical healing pools, okay? Welcome and welcome back. I love y'all. Stay blessed and grounded, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.